Folks, I think we need to come to the realization that Trump supporters are truly unhinged. They, not only are they brainwashed, but they're goddamn crazy. They stormed the Capitol. They've ghosted their families if they disagree with them. It's just absolutely shocking that they would put this crazy ass dementia-ridden person in power who commits so many crimes. And they're like, yeah, totally cool, because I'm going to pay less taxes, right? Pay less taxes. Therefore, I'm going to put a crazy person in charge of the nuclear codes. Y'all fucking unhinged if you're doing this.
Portrays judges as partisans and diverts resources from those who have suffered actual legal harm. Midas Touch Network, what did we tell you that MAGA stands for? Make attorneys get attorneys. Oh, this is a good one. Alina Habba, Donald Trump's lawyer, is now being removed by Donald Trump from all of the cases where she is representing him. This includes the New York Attorney General case and other cases, and she's now being placed to work on the Save America PAC or organization that Donald Trump runs, which, by the way, is being criminally investigated by the Department of Justice by Special Counsel Jack Smith for engaging in money laundering, wire fraud, and other campaign finance violations. Here is the press release that Donald Trump just issued, demoting Alina Habba. That's what it says. Attorney Alina Habba announced as legal spokesperson and general counsel to Save America Leadership PAC. And here they're trying to act like this is a promotion when it's the exact opposite. Here's what it says. Bedminster, New Jersey. Today, it says President Donald Trump. He's not the president. Today, Donald Trump appointed Alina Habba to be his legal spokesperson and general counsel to his leadership PAC, Save America. Quote, Alina has worked diligently and tirelessly on...
It's 2023, assholes. It is 2023. That election was not stolen from him. He lost the popular vote and he lost the Electoral College. He lost both of it. Like, how are we still here? It's 2023. We have another presidential... Look, okay. If he actually technically won, then he should not even be running because he's already served two terms. You guys are so fucking crazy. I can't even. Oh my God. With how goddamn stupid you are.
Any of the witch hunt cases that have been unfairly brought against, and it says President Trump, but he's not the president, said Stephen Chung, communications director of Donald J. Trump for President 2024. While the Habba Madeo law firm will continue to assist Trump in certain legal matters, Ms. Habba will withdraw from the New York Attorney General's case against the Trump Organization and other cases in order to devote her time to Save America, and her duties as his media representative on legal matters. Quote, it's an honor to be asked by such a leader as Trump to help Save America being a...
By the way, I've personally removed family members from my social media who live in this dreamland, this Trump dreamland, and think that this, whatever the hell comes out of his mouth, which is really stupid most of the time, and very selfish, and all about him, and not about the country, right? Not about doing anything productive for the country. I've removed them from my social media because I can't tolerate that bullshit anymore. And they've become more and more hostile to me over the years. And, you know, that's saying a lot considering that my dad had my grandfather install locks on the doors in our house when I was a toddler and locked us in our rooms if we cried. Yeah, well done, Dad.
Able to devote more time to addressing publicly his many legal matters is the privilege of a lifetime, Habba said. The appointment is effective immediately. And just so you say that, where you see that they're saying, oh, she did a good job working on these cases, well, let's see what a federal judge said about Alina Habba, where the federal judge, Judge Middlebrooks in the Southern District of Florida, sanctioned Alina Habba and Donald Trump close to $1 million. Here is Judge Middlebrooks' sanction order. So, who is responsible for this case and others like it? The rule of law is undermined by the toxic combination of political fundraising with legal fees paid by political action committees, reckless and factually untrue statements by lawyers at rallies and in the media, and efforts to advance a political narrative through lawsuits without factual basis or any cognizable legal theory. Lawyers are enabling this behavior. And I am pessimistic that Rule 11 sanctions alone can effectively stem the abuse. Aspects may be beyond the purview of the judiciary, requiring attention of the bar and disciplinary authorities. Additional sanctions may be appropriate, but legal filings like those at issue here should be sanctioned under Rule 11, both to penalize this conduct and to deter similar conduct by these lawyers and others. And here's Judge Middlebrooks' other sanction order against Alina Habba. This case should never have been brought. Its inadequacy as a legal claim was evident from the start. No reasonable lawyer would have filed it. Intended for a political purpose, none of the counts of the amended complaint state a cognizable legal claim. 31 individuals and entities were needlessly harmed in order to dishonestly advance a political narrative. A continuing pattern of misuse of the courts by Trump and his lawyers undermines the rule of law, portrays judges as partisans, and diverts resources from those who have suffered actual legal harm. And
jewelry is having a big moment right now. And with hundreds of products popping up in your feed every day, it can be hard to find a brand you trust. ALEXANDANI.com and use code Midas at checkout for 20% off your order.
By the way, Alina Habba just filed for Donald Trump in the E. Jean Carroll case. Remember, there's two E. Jean Carroll cases. The one that E. Jean Carroll won and received a $5 million judgment where Donald Trump was found to have engaged in battery and defamation. Jury awarded E. Jean Carroll $5 million. There was the other defamation case still pending in federal court. And when E. Jean Carroll filed an amended complaint there based on new defamatory statements made by Donald Trump at that so-called CNN town hall event, Donald Trump and...
Yeah, seriously. Like, how can you consistently be so abusive to the people around you? And just think that, well, I can get away with this because I'm a bully, and therefore, I'm not even, he's not even really a rich bully, you guys. Like, he's living on credit. How are you all so stupid? Not all, like, obviously not everybody supports Trump, but there's a large enough portion of society that supports Trump that I mean, the dude is a terrible businessman. He was the worst president we ever had. Period. He puts us at risk. He puts us at a national security risk. We're finally getting into some level of stability. Oh my God, even. Some of you are like so into the idea that you're somehow going to get tax breaks that you're not thinking logically, because you're not getting the tax breaks. Corporations are.
Alina Habba on Donald Trump's behalf, filed a cross complaint and then sued E. Jean Carroll for defamation, even though E. Jean Carroll won $5 million and the jury found in E. Jean Carroll's favor. So she files frivolous lawsuits after frivolous lawsuits. There's no mention yet if she's going to be withdrawing from the E. Jean Carroll case after filing that frivolous cross complaint. But by the way, even if she withdraws from that case, she's going to...
But you know she's being directed to do that. So all of her actions are based on, I think I can get this done for you in court. After probably being incredibly pressured to do so, right?
Still be susceptible to sanctions in that matter. By the way, you recall last week here on the Midas Touch Network, what was the video we made? Trump's lawyer, we called this video, Trump's lawyer is a complete menace who needs to lose her legal license, revoke her license. Here is the image that we put there. And here, this is Alina Habba from last week as well, saying that all she does is file ethical cases, only the most ethical. They're all liars. Here, play this clip.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm doing ethically everything I should be doing. I vet my cases. I don't bring cases for the wrong reasons. I bring cases that I know are real cases.
You remember after the Department of Justice executed the search warrant at Mar-a-Lago? Remember Alina Habba said that the FBI planted the documents? She is, as I said, a menace and a disgrace to the legal profession. Just to remind you, play this.
Hey, can you follow up on the dude that, the other lawyer... Would you please follow up on this? The other lawyer who advised Trump on how to overturn the election results, and he was a Chapman University professor, and apparently like a week or so ago, there was a federal court case to potentially disbar him. I think it was, I don't know where they handle that. But he was facing disbarment like a week or so ago. Can you give us an update on that, y'all?
This is a joke. This is memento. And quite honestly, I'm concerned that they may have planted something. You know, at this point, who knows? I don't trust the government. And that's a very frightening thing as an American. If I didn't want to be an American and go to another, this is third world stuff. We've heard it. This is Cuba. This is not our country.
People are saying, and then
you know what's really scary about this bullshit is that I have sat at family dinners where my dad has told me that all Muslims are evil and they're all coming after Americans. They hate America, so on and so forth. Despite the fact that we have a lot of Muslim immigrants living in America, building new lives for themselves, and so on and so forth. And so it's like really shocking to me that even my own immediate family members can be so fucking brainwashed by Fox News and these dumbass personalities that show up on screen and just spew absolute lies. It's disappointing to me to realize after all this time that somebody who I looked up to, you know, throughout my childhood as a teenager, and only within the last decade did I start having doubts about what was going on there, and now I realize that he's a dumbass, that he is absolutely susceptible to this kind of crap that is absolute lies. Like how do you watch that and be like, yeah, that's got to be real? Right? That's got to be real.
Also lied. I mean, she lies about everything. That the FBI didn't even have a search warrant. Here, play this clip.
People are saying, oh, well, why doesn't the president's attorney just release the warrant? They were probably handed a warrant before the feds showed up to kick the door down. Why wouldn't you do that?
Actually, my understanding from the attorneys on the ground was that they weren't given the warrant. They were allowed to see it and then taken back.
Oh, so they don't have a copy of it.
That's my understanding.
And here's Alina Habba from before, claiming all they do is win, 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 no matter what. Wrong. Loses everything she touches. Here, play this clip.
Tolerances that have been given to President Biden's attorneys.
That would be nice, but you know, it's okay. Then the wins are just that much better when we get them, which we do, frankly, all the time. Yeah, you're.
So Alina Habba is now apparently going to be working for Trump's political action arm. Trump's political action arms are under investigation by special counsel Jack Smith and will likely factor in prominently into the indictment that we expect to be forthcoming from special counsel Jack Smith into Donald Trump's 2020 election interference and his conduct regarding the January 6th insurrection. Look, he's giving Alina Habba a job, though, to maintain attorney-client privilege. She knows where the bodies are buried, obviously. Right. And Donald Trump's going to keep his co-conspirators close. And Alina Habba is already somebody who has spoken with the Justice Department. I think she's already had to speak with special counsel Jack Smith's team. And now Alina Habba is going to be removed from these cases. She never qualified to be on these cases in the first place. But it was enjoyable seeing her, although also depressing as a lawyer to see someone so incompetent. But, you know, you get the lawyer you deserve, and Donald Trump gets her. But
these are the only people who are willing to work for him at this point. You know, like, how do you, in good faith, try to present, I mean, unless he actually had, like, public defenders who are forced to represent him, like, it's going to be very difficult to get attorneys who are willing to represent him. And they're thinking probably at this point, well, he's a rich dude. He's got a lot of name recognition. And so, therefore, I might come out of this like Omarosa or something, right?
There you have it, Alina Habba. No more representing Donald Trump on legal cases. I'm Ben Meiselas from the Midas Touch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MidasTouch, wherever you get audio podcasts. Make sure you subscribe to the Midas Touch podcast. Have a great day. Hit subscribe. It is free.
Hey, Midas.
Yeah. All right. I mean, friends and family, please figure something else out, because we can't keep having this crook getting lifted up. And I mean, look at his attorneys. They all look like freaking mob bosses. But it doesn't matter what they look like, because the fact is that they're coming up with the most ridiculous, bogus arguments for this guy. And you're destroying family relationships over this bullshit. A lot of you are.